welcome you in to another episode of the Small Ball Podcast. I got Trevor Mickulin next to me. I got Andy behind the camera. And I got a new guest today. His name is Abu. And he is filling in for Scott because Scott is away for work. But it happens to be Scott's birthday. So, we said, Scott, go enjoy your trip. Go take the night off. So with that, we brought in Abu. And funny enough, Abu brought a present. So
never met you, Scott, but got you a gift, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
this fits in with the theme of the show. So
okay.
I wanted to get open during the show.
I'll open it. Christian, would you like to narrate what's happening?
Yes. Trevor is picking up the bag. He put the bag in his lap. He's grabbing the bag. It looks like it's some sort of jersey of sorts. He's pulling it out. He's saying,
"Oh my gosh."
And he's looking at it, bro. Oh, it's a Steph Curry Davidson jersey. That is so clean.
The greatest point guard of all time. Bro.
That's actual facts right there, dude.
Facts.
He was on Gilbert Arenas' podcast.
Yep.
And Gilbert was like, "Are you one of the greatest point guards?" He's like, "Yeah, it's me and Magic."
Yeah.
And that's so facts. That is going up on our wall. We'll probably should we get
which one are we taking down?
Should we probably get rid of Jaw? We should probably get rid of Jaw. So come next episode, all your YouTube watchers, you'll see that Steph Curry jersey.
One shooter is replacing another.
Exactly.
Wow.
Jaw, there are consequences to your actions, bro.
You're being banned from the Small Ball Podcast. That's hilarious. That's awesome. Well, Abu, since you're new, tell the listeners who you are and, where does your fandom come from? Who's your, the player that got you into the game sort of thing.
So I'm Abu, born in Nepal, moved here when I was about 5. And,
hello.
When you're an immigrant, you got to play sports. I feel like is a really good way to make friends and stuff. So I picked up basketball when I was about 6, 7 because my brother played. And started watching a player named Kobe Bryant.
I've heard of that guy.
Yeah,
I've heard of him.
And living in Phoenix, that was kind of the wrong choice, people would say. But I just love the way he approached the game and kind of made me fall in love with basketball. Actually, my first 7 Instagram posts were all pictures of Kobe. Yeah. They're all archived now because it's a little bit embarrassing. Bro. But yeah, got me into the game, became a Laker fan because of him. And yeah, started playing basketball as well because of him, and just my favorite player of all time. Rest in peace.
So are you still a Lakers fan?
I am still a Laker fan. Will always be a Laker fan. But yeah, that's all right.
That's all right.
Let it be known on the Small Ball Podcast, we don't discriminate against big market fans. No. We don't. We just despise them.
Yeah. Two different things.
I despise big market teams too. That's why I am an avid listener of the Small Ball.
There you go. Hey, by the end of this episode, if not by the end of next year, you are gonna convert to a small market team.
Who knows?
Kings are my second favorite team because of this guy right here.
There you go.
That's love. That's love. Huge.
Trevor's just spreading the gospel of the small ball, which is just
spreading the gospel of the Sacramento.
Awesome. Well, Abu, since you're a Kobe stan, we have to ask you, since it's your first time, your Mount Rushmore of shooting guards.
All right, so I think Kobe and then the next 2 players is just guaranteed should be on everyone's Mount Rushmore for shooting guards. MJ, the GOAT.
Yep.
And D Wade, right? Those 3 I think have to be on your Mount Rushmore.
I agree.
Wow. Can I do honorable mentions before I list my 4th player?
Yeah,
right.
I like that.
So honorable mentions, I got Manu Ginobili. I think he's just incredibly underrated shooting guard. Clyde is an honorable mention for me.
Old head.
The Iceman as well is an honorable mention. I know he played the 2 and the 3. And I am going to say Jerry West is also an honorable mention.
Wow, the logo.
Yeah, the logo.
See, isn't he more of a point guard?
He was more of a point guard, but a lot of places say he played both, point guard and shooting guard. Same with AI.
Oh, yeah.
So the 4th person on my list, one of the most disrespected players perhaps in NBA history.
I know where you're going.
The beard. Lefty.
James
Harden
is
on my Mount Rushmore of NBA shooting guards. And I don't think there's a debate for sure, but I think there's a lot of people who like once he gets that ring, they're gonna put him on that list, and that says a lot about his accolades already, right? Like he won MVP, averaging 37 and like 7. Next 2 years, averaged 36, 7 and 7,
Bro.
and 34, 7 and 7, and didn't win MVP.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's the year that Giannis won his first MVP.
Yes.
And Harden should have definitely had it that year. I'm a big Harden. At least I was a big Harden guy, and I get slandered for it. Just because I tried to stick with him as he was with Brooklyn, but he was bad, man.
He doesn't have a popular outlook for sports fans because of how he goes about certain things, right? With whether or not he was wearing a bodysuit to make him look chubbier or not, you know, that's up for debate. But you know,
did he say that?
It looked like it, right?
Okay.
Like it looked.
Dude,
like
he had to.
Doing something. No one loses that much weight that quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, just incredibly disrespected, but he's averaged 10 assists or more 5 times in his career for a season.
You know, that's a great pick. That's a player that I wouldn't pick because I'm personally not a big fan of James Harden. I don't like the style of play that he plays because he's very ISO.
Yeah.
But you got to admit that he is one of the best ISO players ever.
Absolutely. One of the best scorers. Right?
He really manipulates the game. And I think that's also another reason why I dislike him is like he takes the rules and he works it in his favor, which honestly that's a sign of a great player.
Yeah.
Like if you can change the game in any way,
like
that shows how great you are. So that's a surprising pick. I was not expecting that.
Well, I was expecting maybe so obviously the first two are locks, but then Wade and Harden are more on a level of like an Allen Iverson.
Right.
I thought Iverson maybe was going to make it. He's an icon, MVP as well.
That's
but again, he didn't win a ring. Wade has won multiple. Wade won one without LeBron, which
Finals MVP. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, that's true. That's got to do it for him right there.
Well, I mean, I feel like D Wade.
You're the big.
I'm a huge
Why
D
do
Wade.
we talk about him like every episode,
dude? Because he's great. You know, Hall of Famer now. You can't disregard it. But there was a point in his career where it was like, is it him or is it Kobe who's the best shooting guard in the league? Yeah. And it's like if you're battling Kobe for anything, that just shows that you are one of the best.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more. And let's not forget, injuries had a huge role in like him not being even better, right? Like there was I don't know if you guys watched the documentary on the Redeem team. Like people had written off D Wade when the Olympics came around in 2008, and that dude just killed it at the Olympics.
Yeah.
Killed it. And after a pretty serious injury too. So
yeah.
Interesting.
Well, I mean, speaking of shooting guards and speaking of the Olympics, we got FIBA basketball going on right now.
Yeah.
And one of the headline names on that FIBA team that just absolutely exploded the other night against Germany is Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
Kermit.
Kermit is hooping right now.
Yeah.
And I think everyone's just kind of been waiting for this explosion to happen from him to where he takes that next step and he just becomes one of the best players in the league. And I'm just like curious of like your guys' thoughts of like, how do you guys see Anthony Edwards, especially after performances that he's been doing in FIBA?
I think Anthony Edwards is, when we look at the younger players in the league and who's going to take the torch from a Giannis or a Jokic when those guys start declining, dude, you have to talk about Anthony Edwards. He's up there with any of the other guys. And I'm talking like Luka level.
Right.
I think Anthony Edwards can be that because we've seen him improve every single season. Mm-hmm. We've seen him be a durable player. He's played more than 72 games every single season. That's something that's undervalued in the NBA.
He just wants to hoop.
Dude, he led the league in minutes, bro. He led the whole league in minutes. Yeah. Wow. At his age.
Bro, that's kind of wild. And he also is someone who just, he has that it factor. Yeah. That it factor he has. He's a dog. He's got that Kobe kind of gene. I don't say that to a ton of guys, but he definitely has it.
Yeah, he's a buddy of mine. I called him before this and we talked about him, and he mentioned how like when he jumps off of 2 feet, Like, you know, like a lot of guys in history like are like 1-footed jumpers, and that's how they dunk on people. When he jumps off 2 feet, like the dunk he had the other night, I think it was last night or 2 nights ago.
it was on
Off
Daniel
2
Tice.
feet,
On Daniel
off
Tice.
2 feet,
Yeah.
like
with no run start.
nothing. And he loves to hoop. And I think in the movie Hustle, he wasn't playing a character. I think
Oh, he's
that's
playing
him.
himself.
Was it Kermit Wilkins or something?
something like that.
Yeah.
Kermit something, and yeah.
Dude, he also just he's like, I'm trying to think like a Jimmy Butler type attitude where he says the funniest things. He's just totally himself. I think you're right with the Kermit stuff. Like that's him, bro.
That's him.
That's him. The clips of him talking smack, like that's
he
Ant.
definitely.
Well,
talks
even
smack.
like there's that clip where it was USA basketball practice, and he goes baseline, dunks the ball, and Triple J kind of ducks out, and he's like, "Come on, Defensive Player of the Year!"
Yeah,
and it's like
exactly.
challenge
That
me,
was
like
sick.
that's sick. Like the swagger that he has and what he plays with is. This is the type of player that the NBA needs to keep pushing forward. And
I agree.
I feel like if he was on a team that wasn't Minnesota, if he wasn't in a small market team, we would not stop hearing about Anthony Edwards.
That's a good point. If he was on the Lakers or the Knicks,
Oh my gosh.
we couldn't stop hearing about him. It would be
He
annoying.
didn't make the All-Star game, man, right? Like he didn't make it
yeah.
like initially, right?
Yeah.
Like he didn't make it, and it's ridiculous. His numbers were great. Like, yeah, small market player. Like he needs to be like just he deserves all the praise.
He does.
Yeah, and I expect he's going to have a huge year coming up.
Yeah.
You know, most guys who play some sort of FIBA basketball, they normally tend to make a jump. Yeah. And another player who's playing FIBA who made a jump last year that people probably didn't necessarily see him making this jump so soon is SGA. SGA playing for Team Canada. You're not hearing a ton of noise from him this summer, and maybe it's just because, you know,
He's on the Thunder.
he's on the Thunder.
FIBA.
He's playing for Team Canada. It doesn't really matter much, but you know, after his year last year where he averaged like 30 points a game, he was first team All NBA. I wanted to ask you guys the question, like if you were starting a franchise right now, would you rather have SGA or Anthony Edwards?
You can go, Abu.
So I think SGA is the answer here. I think both of them definitely have merit, and like there's not really a wrong answer maybe. But I think like it's only a 4-year age difference. SGA is 25, and I think people kind of overlook like first team All NBA. Like, dude, that's a huge, huge award. Like, think about players like Tony Parker who never made first team All NBA. Kyrie Irving never made first team All NBA. So to make it at 25, it's just he averaged 31 points per game this season. I think he led he was tied with Derek White in blocks amongst guards, and he was third in steals in the league. And he shoots 51% from the field. Like,
Shout out Derek White.
yeah, shout out to him. No, he's finally shaved it. I think it was about time.
Yeah, he did. He needed
but
to.
I think SGA is definitely the player that I would choose to build around, just because like 6'6" point guard with like a 7-foot wingspan, like you can't teach that either. Yeah.
That's tough. That's tough to go against right there. The first NBA stuff, that was genius. Yeah, I mean, bro, my answer is Anthony Edwards. I think that he's shown that he has that. I mean, we've talked about it. He has that it factor. He's a dog. He is improving every year, and he's only, last season he was 21 years old. 21 years old. And we're talking about two guys. I mean, what I've seen from Ant right now, and you know where he's at age-wise versus where SGA's at, I see so much potential in SGA, and he has 3-4 more years till he's the same age as SGA.
Yeah,
like he has a lot of room to grow, and he's got that factor where he's a dog. He's gonna work. He's not gonna sit out games. He's not gonna do the load management stuff. He's the ultimate team player. Even he's talking the way that he talks about his teammates. Even with all the stuff with what's going on with Ant or Cat's being a buffoon on different podcasts. He doesn't show up in the playoffs. The quotes that Ant's saying about his teammate, he's backing him. He's like, Cat's going to go for MVP, stuff like that. Like, I love that in him. I think his personality, I want that as my franchise cornerstone.
That's a good point, man.
I mean, you really can't go wrong with either one.
You can't go wrong.
These two guys have potential to be future MVPs of this league.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And I don't think that's crazy to say that.
No, it's not.
You know, people might disregard SGA or they might disregard Anthony Edwards. And those people that are saying, no, these guys will never be like that, it's because, again, they're on small market teams. Like, they don't know their games as well as people who are like hoop, you know, insane,
Gurus.
like
Obsessed.
people who are obsessed with basketball, who watch all teams, you know. You know,
Yeah.
the Lakers have freaking 40 games on national television.
Yeah.
Like if your favorite player is Austin Reeves, it's probably because you don't know any other player in the league.
And you're white.
Yeah, that too.
That guy is a great player. No, I mean, being a big market fan, like I've always that's why I love this podcast. When Trevor told me about it, is like the big market teams get so much attention. Like even when the Nuggets were winning the finals, the Lakers got so much attention. I hate that. My loyalty doesn't lie with the Lakers. It lies with like good basketball, and good basketball usually is found with these like smaller market teams. And if SGA played for the Lakers, like a guy like RJ Barrett probably gets as much like talk as SGA.
Bro, that's wild.
Austin Reeves probably gets more attention than
Yeah.
SGA.
Oh, yeah.
I love Austin Reeves. AR-15, great player. But bro, SGA, like you don't really hear about him. First team All-NBA, 31 points per game.
Yeah.
Best Canadian player of all time already, maybe? I don't know.
Whoa.
Oh, hey, Steve
wait.
Nash is calling the phone right
I'm
now.
just
It's like,
kidding.
whoa.
Steve.
I'm just kidding.
Whoa,
I'm
calm
just
down,
kidding.
Steve. I mean, great points all around.
Yeah.
Before we move on, I want to, give a shout out to our sponsor this week. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say this is a legit sponsor.
It's
It is.
our
This
second
is
legit.
This is our second legit sponsor. Our first one was Bel Air Golf when they said we would have, free lessons. Still didn't do it.
I got mine.
You got yours.
I got my
in?
free lesson. I said, hey, I'm with small ball. They were like, there you go.
Yeah,
Here's
the
your
guy
lesson.
that offered that is
he's no longer.
he's no longer at Bel Air. He's decided to start his own business. So I don't think I'll ever get those lessons, but this one I'm gonna be
You will.
participating. So Abu's family, they have a restaurant called India Garden, no S,
No
India
S.
Garden.
Yeah.
And Abu came over with some food tonight. They're feeding the Small Ball podcast. So this is kind of sick. So Abu, you want to give a little shout out to your family's restaurant, kind of what kind of food they got?
India Garden. Once again, we're a Nepalese family, but we have an Indian restaurant because no one really knows Nepalese cuisine, even though it's probably a lot better than Indian cuisine.
Dude.
But India Garden, off of the I-10 and Dysart, just North Indian cuisine, right next to Sprouts. You can't miss us. Come through, mention that you came through from the Small Ball podcast, and free lunch maybe. I don't know.
Whoa.
There's going to be a crowd of 2 people that might come to India Garden.
Dude, that was awesome. If you're in Phoenix or Arizona, check it out.
I had
Check
to
it out.
redeem my SGA Canada
Bro,
take. Yeah.
I was ready for you to be like 10% off, but you said free. Your
Free?
parent.
Free lunch.
Free.
lunch. So you got to go at lunchtime. You can't go
Yeah.
at dinner.
Yeah.
Andy.
Bro, I'm about to eat there all week.
Andy's gonna be. Andy, what do you got? What are you doing for lunch? Oh, I'm going to India Garden.
That's a great deal.
That's a great deal.
That's
can't
awesome.
complain.
That
Good
is
stuff,
so
dude.
good. So shout out to India Garden for the sponsorship. Really appreciate it. Can't wait to
thank you.
eat the food.
Yeah.
And then this kind of goes into our last segment here. So this year is the 23-24 NBA year. So we decided to do a draft. You guys know we love doing drafts over here. So we decided to do a draft of players who are 24 and under. So you can draft anyone. And the goal of this draft is to build a starting 5 that is probably going to be the best in 3 years. So when we fire up our NBA 2K, we do a league. We're going to skip ahead 3 years in
snap.
advance.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we're gonna run it through. So
All right.
just be on the look on that. Last week, did you guys do a draft?
We did. And Scott, we didn't do a draft last week. Did we? No. We did Hall of Fame.
Did you guys mention the winners of?
No,
2
we
weeks ago?
didn't. People don't, but I'll say it. I'll say it.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, we did the Hall of Fame draft, and we put it in the sim. Scott won. Scott and I were the top 2 teams in the regular season.
Yeah.
I had to mention that because I've been third every time.
It's just wild to me that a team with like Michael Jordan and Kareem, like
Christian's team was
Bird.
by far on paper the best. You had Kareem, Bird, and MJ.
yeah, I had Kevin Garnett. Maybe it's the Jason Kidd pick. Damn, I should have picked someone else.
Isaiah Thomas?
Isaiah Thomas. Whatever.
Come
I don't
on,
know.
man.
Yeah, come on. Whatever.
Anyways.
Anyway, so we're gonna draft players that are 24 and under, and since Abu's our guest, we're gonna give him the first pick. We'll go Abu, Trevor, me, and then back around.
Is it like a snake?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. This is a no-brainer for me. The Slovenian GOAT, Mr. Luka Doncic.
Ooh.
Great pick.
Can't go wrong with Luka, bro. Dang. Okay. Andy's happy with that one. All right. So this is 3 years from now is what we're going to be judging this off of.
Yep.
I have to go with this guy. I have to.
He's going to say.
I have to.
Do it.
I'd be a buffoon not to. This guy has the potential to be something we've never seen. Give me Victor Wembanyama.
Whoa! I wasn't expecting
I
that
thought he was
one.
going to say Tyrese Halliburton.
I did too. I was not expecting that.
Wow.
I had to.
Wow.
I had to. Andy,
Hey.
come on.
You know, that's a good point.
Bro, you're banking on a lot.
Hey, relax.
He's never played an NBA game in his life.
Give me Wemby, baby.
Wow.
And Luka-
That's amazing. I really was not expecting that.
I feel like, why is that the thing after every single one of my first picks? I picked Dwight.
Bro, I just felt like you could have drafted him later.
Yeah, because I wasn't. I
was thinking
I was
Wemby
saving
like
him.
my
Yeah.
4th, 5th
Yeah,
pick.
yeah.
Like,
Really?
Yeah.
I picked probably the best center on the board, other than maybe
Potentially.
Yeah,
We
but
don't
other
know.
than
We-
maybe
I mean,
like
hey.
a.
yeah, but
I'm not
it's
going to say
It's not a
names.
center's
No.
league, though, is it? It's not a center's league.
Don't worry,
No.
I'm not worried about other positions. I got my center.
All
Let's
right,
go.
that's
You're
fine.
up.
That's
Pick your
fine.
2.
Okay.
All right. Well, with that, guy that's been main topic of the episode, I'm taking Anthony Edwards.
Boom.
And we have data to prove that these guys play well together. Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh,
Give it
okay.
to me.
Okay.
That's elite.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's
That is
good.
That is a nice backcourt.
That's an elite backcourt right there. If that was a backcourt right now, would that be the best backcourt in the NBA? That was a backcourt right now.
Ooh.
That's a great question.
I don't
I'm-
think so.
You don't
They'd,
think so?
they'd be
Yeah.
the like up and coming, be like, oh, watch out for these
Okay,
guys.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
All right, Trev, back to you.
It's like Scoot Henderson or something.
No. Give me Scoot. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh man. Okay, I can go very, very chaotic here. I can go full chaos right now.
Go chaos, man.
Oh man, this guy can be so good.
If you say Scotty Barnes, I'm gonna flip the desk.
No, this is going to be a dynamic front court. Give me Zion Williamson.
That's
Okay,
that's fair.
yeah. That would have been maybe my first pick.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes me feel good. I didn't need to get him. I wanted to make sure I locked in Victor, and I got Zion still.
Yeah. Hey,
Andy's on my team right now. Thank you, Andy.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
That's really
I
good.
wouldn't say that. That's a stretch.
Bro, Victor and Zion.
All right, Abu, you get the next 2 picks.
So there's a player I really want to take, but because it's for the next 3 years, we don't know if this guy will post any more bad social media videos and get banned or something. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip this guy
Oh.
Okay.
with this pick. I'm gonna go with a little on potential as well.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Paolo Banchero.
Nice.
I actually have a buddy of mine played high school ball with Paolo, and that was the first time I ever heard of him. And a couple years later, he was rookie of the
Bro,
year. So
that's who I was going to pick if I didn't pick Zion.
yeah,
Great pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with him because I just think dude, he's just got a lot of skill, man. For
Yeah.
a guy that size, he moves really well.
He's a
too.
really good facilitator too.
Really
Great passer.
good facilitator. So he could play the 3 or the 4 for me. I could probably put him at the 4. My third pick is gonna be a point guard, meaning I'm gonna move Luka to the 2.
Okay.
I'm going to take Mr. Darius Garland.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Cavaliers.
I like that.
Andy likes
Andy's
that pick.
huge Cavs fan.
Very underrated player, in my opinion. Very underrated.
Okay. Back to me. I like this, guys. I like this a lot, guys. Give me Cade Cunningham as my shooting guard.
Yeah.
He's my shooting guard.
That's a good one. I was considering him or Paolo.
Yeah, fair. Thank you.
I knew you were gonna do Cade. So
You like my team?
this draft is, again, I feel like our drafts never go the way we expect it. So this is just awesome for me. I got Tyrese Halliburton and Anthony Edwards, and this is going to be probably a weird pick for you guys, but I'm going LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball, 6'7".
Oof, okay.
Wow.
You're going to need another playmaker.
Wait, why do you have 2 point guards? You just took my point guard, bro. You have 2 point guards.
I have Tyrese and LaMelo, who I think that can play off the ball. Great catch and shoot guys. You always need playmaking.
Yeah.
You know,
All right, that's fair.
yeah.
Remember when Trevor said that he's good with point guards, that he'll get his point
No,
guard?
I got
Yeah.
my guy actually.
No.
There are a lot of good point guards left. So Trevor, just yeah, look at your Trae Young figurine. And then I am going to pick. Obviously, we're going to need some bigs. So give me Triple J, Defensive Player of the
Jaren
Year.
Jackson.
That is a great pick.
Can shoot the ball
not gonna lie.
outside. My team's got shooters.
That's
good.
a great pick.
I think
That's a great pick.
There's still, I think, the best center, or not the best because Victor is the best, but I think there was one better than him.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
Teammate of one of your guys.
Let's hear it.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm not picking a center. I already have mine.
Oh, okay, all right.
So you grabbed both.
I
of
grabbed
those?
LaMelo and Triple J.
Those are good picks. Those
Thank
are
you.
really good picks. Yeah. Okay, back to Trevi. All right, let me see. I need a 3. All right. Oh baby, I need shooting though. I need shooting. I need a floor spacer. Oh. Let me look up this guy's 3-point percentage real
Trevor
quick.
is in shambles right now.
No, my team's
Zion, Victor, and who's your third?
Cade.
Cade.
Got a guy who hasn't played in the NBA. A guy who,
hey.
like,
Be nice.
I love it.
yeah, another guy who's just lusting after everything he sees.
Yeah, he's lustful, bro. Oh man, this is tough.
Your team is gonna have a subscription to Coveted Eyes.
Yeah, that'll be in our contract that they sign. Dude, I'm deciding between 2 threes right now, and both can shoot. One has a higher ceiling though.
Okay.
This guy's ceiling's really high. Give me Franz Wagner.
Oh, that's a good one. I actually just looked up his stats to see if I could take him. But
Yeah,
it's a good pick.
he's a great shooter, and he can facilitate. He's 6'10".
Yeah, good size.
Yeah, he does everything.
All right, your next two.
So I got Luca at the 2. I got Garland at the 1. And I got Paolo at the 3. All right. So I'm going to go, because I have back-to-back picks, and let me just get, in my opinion, perhaps a better player than Triple J, in my opinion, a teammate of one of mine, Mr. Evan Mobley.
Great pick.
Who I think is a very, very,
Yes.
perhaps one of the most, if not the most versatile defender in the league. He's a great defender. I think I saw some stats where he's like one of the most efficient defender in the league or something. So I'll take him.
Fair.
And to end my team, let's see here. I don't know.
What
feel
position do you need?
I feel like I want some.
He needs either power forward or center.
Yeah.
I got
Or you
think
can
I'm
you
gonna
can put
play
Paolo at the 4 too.
I'm gonna put Paolo at the 4, Mobley at the 5.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
So
yeah.
then
I
yeah.
think I'm gonna put a little bit small there, but
You want me to throw out some names? We won't put this in the reel, just to give you some options.
I'm trying to think. Can I put Luca at the 3?
Yeah,
You could.
And
That's
just
where I
go-
would have put him.
And just go like crazy with the backcourt.
Yeah, dude.
I
yeah, you
don't
gotta
think
take him.
I don't think
you
you
gotta
should do
take
that.
him.
I don't think you should.
No, you gotta take
I'm
him.
putting Luca at the 3.
Yeah, you gotta take him, man.
And I'm putting Mr. Trae Young in my backcourt.
Whoa!
So Trevor now does not have a point
I was
guard.
not expecting Trey.
Here you go.
Yeah, here's your little Trey Young figurine.
I wanted Trae Young.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your
Who
turn.
did you think I was gonna say? Or do you want-
I'll say it after.
He picks,
Yeah,
okay,
because
okay.
All right.
I'm surprised he hasn't been
All right.
picked.
I needed shooting. But there's still one shooter out there. Give me John Morant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's the guy I was thinking.
Yeah, I just don't know if he'll play. Next few years.
Dude, Give me Ja.
Yikes.
Don't yikes that. That's a good pick. Give me Ja. I'll take him. I'll take Ja. That's a great pick.
That is a good pick. All right, my last pick. I got Tyrese at the 1. I got Anthony Edwards at the 2, LaMelo at the 3, Jaren Jackson Jr. at the 5. So with my team, I can get a little fancy. I can go a little bit smaller at my power forward position, or I can get a bigger guard. So this might be weird. Oh, man, this is tough because I love this player so much.
I know what you're thinking.
I'm just trying to think how this player would work on my team.
What do you need?
And I need a power forward.
There's a few options.
But do I want to play small?
You could Scotty Barnes,
No.
Jaden, Keegan.
The two players that
Murphy.
the two players that I am debating in my
Santa
head
Claus.
is Jalen Williams, Santa Claus, or Keegan Murray. Keegan Murray, 6'10", provides shooting, probably fits that power forward position a little bit more. But I like the diversity of what Jalen Williams can do.
Yeah.
It's another playmaker. It's another defender. But, dude, I watched so many Kings games. Give me Keegan Murray. Keegan Murray, you're my starting power forward.
That's good, bro.
Dang.
Proud of you for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so let's go through every team. Let's see.
All right,
Regretting
so
my Trae Young pick right now because I'm thinking like my backcourt's really like
your backcourt's small, dude.
no
Tiny.
defense, no defense,
No
in my
D.
Yeah.
backcourt.
But you got big names, though.
Yeah, all right.
People will vote for you.
Yeah, Abu, say your starting 5.
So I got Trae Young at the 1, Darius Garland at the 1, Trae Young at the 2, Luka Doncic at the 3, Paolo Banchero at the 4, and Evan Mobley at the 5.
Bro, that team's nasty.
That team's fun. That team is really fun.
That team's
I know.
good, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
All right, Trev, what's your 5?
I got John Morant at point, Cade Cunningham at the 2, Franz Wagner at the 3, Zion Williams.
Why are you shaking your head like you're just like disappointed?
I like Franz. He's 6'10". He's awesome.
He's a baller.
Franz Wagner, and then Zion at the 4, and Victor Wembanyama at the 5.
Yeah. Hey, your team, it all depends on what Victor does.
Yeah.
You know, if he pans out, that's a great pick.
Honestly, Trev, on paper, that team is better than my team because I think in terms of like how they work together, not on paper, on the court, I think they work better together.
Bro,
But
value pick, though, for your last pick to get Trae Young, that's
Great
like
value.
the highest value you can get. Because I'm looking like there are no guys that good left on the board.
yeah,
I
Value
mean,
pick,
well,
that
you
was
got
money.
John Morant right after.
Oh, yeah. Value pick John Morant was massive. Yeah, you're right.
Years, maybe Wemby isn't playing, and maybe
Your team is John Morant and Zion, which is just like
Wemby. So in 3 years, we don't know
Bro,
about that one.
I pick all the problem players.
you
Yeah.
do.
I always do.
Yeah, I
Even
think
fantasy basketball this
We
year.
didn't take Ja for a reason, right? Because on projection for 3 years. Because
Yeah, there was that aspect of it, but I also didn't think Tyrese Halliburton was going to be there for me. I thought Trevor was for sure going to draft him. So I went into this knowing that.
Well, I knew points were gonna be available, so I was like, I want to grab the best center, and if you that'll make you pick a point guard so that I can draft Zion.
Yeah, that's fair. I could have. Well, see, going into this, my head, I was like, all right, he's probably picking like Anthony Edwards or Tyrese Halliburton.
Bro.
So I was gonna. So let's say if you picked Anthony Edwards, I was gonna do Tyrese and Zion just because the alley oops between those two would be freaking nuts. Like it would be literally insane.
Yeah, that's nice.
Obviously, it didn't work out. So my team is Tyrese Halliburton, Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball, Keegan Murray, and Jaren Jackson Jr. Everyone can shoot.
And dude, that
Everyone
team's so
can shoot.
good.
literally everyone can shoot. Yeah. Wow. That's a good team. That's a really good team.
I got Cade, bro.
Yeah. Keep convincing yourself, big guy.
Bro, I got players.
All right. So next week
Dang, I go third again, bro. Who really came on here and beat both of us?
We'll throw it into 2K, and then we'll just
What? Sorry. No, we don't need to.
wait. Pause. What? 2K, and we'll let you know what the results are next week. So with that, Abu, thank you for hopping on the show.
Thank you for having
Andy, thank you for doing stuff behind the camera and pressing buttons. Trevor,
Welcome.
maybe next week, bud. Maybe next week. I'm Christian Dennis. See you guys next week.
Happy birthday to you, Scott.